Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. This is LaShonda Lee, CEO and founder of Walk in Favor Life Coaching. I say good morning. Listen, today I'm truly excited. Why? Because right now we are streaming on three platforms. We are streaming on Periscope, we are streaming on Facebook Live, and we are live streaming on YouTube. And so, listen, today, if you see my head turning left and right, it's only because I am striving to give all the audience some direct attention. And so I say good morning and welcome. Listen, today I absolutely want to share with you three powerful promises. And for those of you all who are just joining us, I say good morning, welcome. Truly excited to have you with me at the Morning Glory Show, where in the morning all things are new. Our grace, our mercy, our love, all of our opportunities are new. And so this is the day that we are supposed to make it our best. Today should be better than yesterday. Your best days are still ahead of you. And so today, I want to talk about three powerful promises that God has already promised you this day, right? He has given you this day. He has bestowed upon you this day. But here's the thing. In order for you to benefit from them, you have to, one, believe in the promises he has given you this day. You have to receive the promises that he has given you this day. And you have to walk and exercise in the promises that he has given you this day. And so I'm truly excited to share with you this message today. And I want to welcome, before we even move forward, I want to welcome all of our first timers. Truly excited to have you with me. And before we get started, let me just real quickly share with you who I am. My name is LaShonda Lee. I am the founder and CEO of Walk in Favor Life Coaching, right? I am the chief advisor and I am the transformation life coach, helping you transform your life one day at a time. My objective is to work with women so they can get unstuck and become unstoppable, right? By creating unique action plans that is going to increase their happiness, that is going to increase their personal development, their spiritual development, as well as their professional development. So again, they can live successful, happy, fulfilled lives. That is my mission. That is my purpose. I'm also a pastor's wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. And guess what? I am even a great grandmother. And I tell you, I absolutely love everything that I do on behalf of my family and of course on behalf of the Lord. And so good morning to everybody. Listen, do me a favor. If you haven't already done so, share this broadcast because now we are about to get into the meat and potatoes of our topic today. And so listen, as we think and ponder about these three promises that you already have right now, they have already been given to you right now. But if you don't believe that you have them on your life right now, if you haven't received them, or if you're not walking in them, you are not going to be able to benefit today. And so my objective for you today is to walk in power, to walk in victory, to know that you are already more than a conqueror. And so listen, although God has all power and God has all authority in his hands, right? Here's the thing. He doesn't just pour up on us spiritual maturity and spiritual stability, right? God works that through us. God works it in us through our willingness to obey what it is that he has commanded us to do. Did you hear what I said? You know, God can easily put spiritual stability upon you. God can easily give you spiritual maturity just like that. But listen, if he did that, we would not trust him. We would not have confidence in him. We would not have faith in him. And so the way that God gives us spiritual maturity and the way that God gives us spiritual stability is he works it through us, which means that there are going to be some mountain peak moments, which means there are going to be some valley low moments. But at the end of the day, God works that through us and in us. And if you can recall, his word says that he completes the thing that he started. So whatever God is doing in your life, whatever God is doing with your life, just understand that he has already completed the thing. You just have to walk into the manifestation of it. And so today, what are the 3 promises? I know you're waiting on it. What are the 3 promises? And if you can type this in, it would be absolutely incredible. So people who are watching the replay after you will be able to see it. What are the 3 promises that God has given us? The first thing that God has promised and given you is your daily bread. Remember, in our prayer, in the Lord's Prayer, we ask of him to give us our daily bread. And remember, that is the prayer that Jesus taught the disciples to pray. So Jesus is not going to tell us to pray a thing that he is not ready to bring forth in our lives. And so the first promise that God gives us is our daily bread. Now, why is this important? Well, it is important because, see, the bread represents the stability. The bread represents the ability to sustain us. The bread represents the ability to provide for us. The bread represents the ability to maintain us. And so as we say, God, give us our daily bread, God has already given us the daily bread, meaning that he has given us everything we need to be sustained today, to be stable today, and to be maintained today. So you and I today, we don't have to walk in insecurity this day. We don't have to walk in confusion this day. We don't have to wonder if our needs are going to be met this day, because God, one of the promises he has given us for today is that he has given us our daily bread. And so the bread is the thing that sustains us. We have the word from the Lord that is able to sustain us today. Whatever our needs are, whatever our desires are, there is a word from the Lord that is there to sustain us. I want you to think about this. How many of you God have nudged in the middle of the night or the early morning, and you have awakened earlier than your clock alarm? You have awakened earlier than you intended to wake up. Well, listen, and you automatically know at that moment that was God giving you a nudge to wake up. Well, here's the thing. If you have the ability to hear God in your sleep, then guess what? You definitely have the ability to hear God when you are awake. And so God wants to deliver a message to us throughout the entire day. God just don't want to talk to you at 9 o'clock in the morning. God wants you to call upon him every moment, every second, every minute of this day. Why? Because he has the daily bread for you. He has what you need to sustain you. He has what you need today to carry you through the day, regardless to the bumps and the bruises, the ups and the downs, the challenges that you may encounter today. You have already been given your daily bread. But here's the thing. You must believe it. You must receive it, and then you must walk in it. How do you walk in it? Okay, if the challenge comes to you, okay, God, I know that you have already taken care of this situation for me. Lord, give me your on-the-spot wisdom in this conversation. Give me your on-the-spot wisdom in this decision that I must make. See, you should have the confidence knowing that you can go to God and ask for that on-the-spot wisdom, because he said, I have provided for you your daily bread. God is not trying to give you daily bread and then don't make you aware of what you need in order to utilize and win with that daily bread. So the first powerful promise that God has given you to make it through this day is that he has already provided for you your daily bread. The second thing that God has given to you this day is brand new mercies. God tells us in Lamentations that I give you brand new mercies each and every single day. What is so beautiful about that is you and I don't have to borrow from yesterday's mercy. Why? Because we don't have any left. We used it all. And so God gives us brand new mercies every single day, meaning that he has given us his brand new compassions today. He has given us brand new favor today. He has given us brand new blessings today. He has given us brand new forgiveness today. So many times people find themselves caught in the but ifs, right? If I only had done things differently, my life would be better. If I only didn't have this problem, I could do more. If only such and such and so would have treated me better, I would be a better person. And the but ifs and the if onlys, they just go on and on and on. But listen, God has already given us brand new mercy for this day. The penalties that we should have received, God withheld them because he wants us to put our confidence and trust in him. He wants us to turn and look to him for everything. So although we deserve punishment, God says, I'm not going to give you punishment today. I am going to give you brand new mercies that you can draw on from this day, giving you again what you need for this day. So look, you don't have to be held hostage to your past. You don't have to walk in guilt today. You don't have to walk in shame today. You don't have to walk inferior today, because God has given you his brand new mercies for the day. So you have the ability to walk in freedom. You have the ability to walk in freedom. And I know, Sister Space, you're saying, I need some new mercies today. Listen, you already have the mercies today. But in order for you to benefit from those brand new mercies, you have to receive it, you have to believe it, and then you have to walk in it. And the third thing, the third powerful promise that God has given you for this day is strength. God says in his word, as your days, so is your strength. And for those of you all who have just joined in on Periscope, I say good morning. Welcome to my Facebook Live audience. Again, welcome to my YouTube audience. I say welcome. We are streaming on all three platforms at the same time today. So we are grateful. But listen, the third promise out of the three that God has given you today is strength. God says, as your strength, so as your days, so is your strength. Meaning that whatever come before you today, you are already equipped with strength to handle it. You already have enough strength. You already have the courage so that fear don't reckon you today. Worry don't reckon you today. Doubt don't reckon you today. None of those things should overcome and overtake you today, because the Lord has promised you that today you have the strength. So as your days, there is your strength. So when God says that you are victorious, he knows what he's talking about, because he has given you the strength for today. When God says that you are more than a conqueror, he knows what he is talking about, because he has given you the strength for the day. But here's the thing. Just like any person that gives a gift, you have to receive it in order to benefit from it. You have to receive it in order to get the peace from it. You have to receive it in order to get the joy from it. And thank you so much for your hearts on Periscope. I'm loving your hearts. That lets me know that this message is resonating with your spirit. And for those of you all who are on Facebook Live, go ahead and shoot some hearts, give some thumbs up, show some kind of emotion, so that I know that you are with me today. And YouTube, you know what to do. Here's the thing. You today are already a victorious woman. You today are already a victorious man. But here's the deal. You have to receive it. You have to believe it. And you have to walk in it. And so again, the three promises, powerful promises that God has given you. And notice that the promises have nothing to do with your house. They have nothing to do with your finances. They have nothing to do with your vehicles. They have nothing to do with your job. But guess what? The three promises that God has given you today will make your job better, will make your life better, will make your marriage better, will make your finances better. The three promises that God has given you today will make everything in your life better. You have to receive them. You have to walk in these promises, and you have to believe these promises. And so again, what are those three promises? First of all, he gave you the promise of daily bread. And we talked about that earlier in the broadcast. Make sure that you go back and look at the beginning. The second promise is that he promised you brand new mercies today. He said every morning your mercies are new. So listen, go back to the broadcast to make sure that you understand what the benefit of those brand new mercies are. And then the third promise that I wanted to point out today is that God gave you the strength to handle this day. You should not walk in defeat. You should not be walking like you are a conquered foe, that you are the one that do the conquering. And so he has given you strength. Make sure you go back to the beginning of this broadcast so that you can see the power that lies in the three promises that God has for you this day. And I promise that if you receive them, if you believe them, and if you walk in them, you will have a victorious, you will have a promising day, and you will have the type of day where you can walk in great expectation, knowing that God has already set you up in the beginning. Before you even woke up today, God set you up for victory. And that's why he told us this is the day that he has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. How are you able to rejoice? Because he has already given you the victory. But again, you must receive it, you must believe it, and you must walk in it. And so listen, that is our show for today. And I tell you, it was an absolute powerful show. Please do me a favor. Share this. If you are on Periscope, share this broadcast with your followers, your friends, your connections. If you are on Facebook Live, share this broadcast with your friends, share this with your connections, because again, somebody needs to know that today, when they woke up, they was victorious, but they got to walk in it, right? They have to walk in it. And so, listen, I thank you so much, Miss Mac, for being on. Dee Dee, I thank you. Miss Face, I thank you. And all the other names that I can't see right now that I see are watching. I thank you all for plugging in. And again, this is LaShonda Lee. As I introduced myself earlier, I am a lifestyle catalyst. I am a transformation coach, and my objective is to help you get unstuck and become unstoppable. And that even means in your spiritual life, because when you get this thing right in your spiritual life, your natural life becomes a little bit easier. So feel free to visit my website at www.walkinfavorinc.com, where you can see a little bit more about what I do, how I help women get unstuck and become unstoppable, how I help them create unique action plans that will increase and accelerate their performance, will increase and accelerate their happiness, will increase and accelerate their achievements that they want to see in life. And so make sure that you go to the website. I definitely look forward to seeing you all today again at 12 o'clock noon Central Time for my Jewels of Success live coaching, where I deliver to you in the natural key principles that will help you get unstuck and become unstoppable. Listen, you have the ability to be great, and you have the ability to walk in your greatness. But you have to receive it, you have to believe it, and then you have to walk in it. So listen, it's definitely been my pleasure today. I look forward to seeing you all a little later within the day. And again, don't forget to share this broadcast. And if you've just joined us, as we're wrapping up, go back to the beginning, because this was a powerful broadcast today, as every day is. But I want to make sure that you know that today you already have victory. You woke up with the victory, but you have to receive it, you have to believe it, and then you have to walk in it. So go back and get those tips from the beginning so that the rest of your day can be the best of your day. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye now.